Home is a place where there's comfort, relaxation, and freedom of a different kind. It's a place where you can rest your head and not have to look over your shoulder. My home door, I expect it to open for me, close behind me, and keep me secure. The problem with homelessness is when you leave that door is secured behind you and you might not be able to come back in. And that feeling of not being able to come back in, or might not, creates an air of, where do I belong? Where do I go? Who do I have to hustle? You have to think on your feet. And if you're doing that on a day-to-day, from different squats, am I gonna be welcome when I come back to this place? It's horrible, that.
It took me 1.5 years to cry for my dad's death. I didn't even accept he was dead. So my mum's, she's drinking to handle her pain. And then we get into a quarrel. And this quarrel was all about what you're doing with your life. And I'll say, well, what did you do with your life? Oh, bad move, silly me. So that was a horrible time, because getting kicked out of my own house. I mean, when the police came, I said, yeah, fair enough. I've got nowhere to go, but I'll find somewhere. I suppose subsequent to 2018, I started moving around in squats after being made homeless. And these were some really horrendous conditions when you think about it. I ended up going after a few squats, sleeping in a fridge. I once slept in a fridge, what a big Coca-Cola fridge is, because there was such trouble in some of the squats, people come in with all sorts of tools.
It was all a blur, funny enough, that those years, because there was no fixed abode, there was no fixed point. I was a drifter. There was no purpose. It was hopeless. So before getting in contact with Hope Worldwide, I was homeless for 3 years. What I'm most grateful to Hope Worldwide is the trust what they put in me. With all the material goods what I got from Hope Worldwide and the shelter, which obviously is paramount, the fact that they put that trust into somebody coming from homelessness, and let's be honest, the public don't look at homeless people very well, and I know why. So for these guys to look at me well enough to even fit the bill to go into this property, that's magic. That is, trust is magic, and when you get it, you tend, if you're smart, you won't mess it up. You'll like it, because you know what it's like to be distrusted by every single person. For me, a set of keys didn't just symbolize the front door of a house to be potentially my home. It also unlocked, I suppose, it unlocked me. Sort of like the key to stability is a place to stay, a home, a house, somewhere you can come back and not get paranoid. The key to the next step was me leaving that home for a duration and going to university. That's provided another platform, which is a key to something else, what I want to become. I want to become a commercial lawyer. Barrister wig sounds very difficult, challenging, and so this is giving me some keys to go and knock on those doors and say, I am worthy. And their response is, okay, you've opened the door, now prove you're worthy. So that means study, and study right, be a good human being. When you walk through that door, know that is, I suppose for me, another home. And to have two homes, like a home with a set of keys and another home where the set of keys is my mind, it feels really fulfilling. I'm still thinking, why me? Why bother saving my hide? I'm just another homeless guy. And then, put a bit of pride into a person, put a roof over there to think, yeah, I can do a bit more now. Thank you guys. And it's one of them ones. All in all, being secure in a place where people can care. I mean, the woman at Hope Worldwide even told me that just give her a call if I need help filling in my housing benefit, if I need help. It's like constant support, and it happened to be Hope Worldwide who was on hand. And I will say, going the extra mile with me will give me an experience that I'm not likely to forget ever in my life. There's so many people who people going around in this circle with the anvil on of trauma and not knowing what to do and how to handle their stress. And it doesn't need to be that way, you know. It can be okay if you're aware of what happens when you go into a homeless environment. Keep focused on your goals. If you don't have goals or a purpose, find goals or a purpose. Try and find something that's bigger than you, because that's what saved me.